How you guys doing today? Welcome back. Today is January 4th, 2022. I don't know if you can hear in the background my cat licking my hand. He's extra excited today because the charts must be just that great. He's so excited for the show today. We're all excited you guys are here. Welcome back. My name is Evan, aka John Stonkton.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang!
Aka Chef Boyar Swing.
Hey, Mambo, Mambo Italia.
Aka Bruce Swingstein. All these great names from back in the day. If you are new here, welcome on it. This is By the Bulls, the only stock channel that encourages you to just take your stock investing gist. By the Bulls. Let's get it, boys. If you are new, I insist that you start with my class. It's free, 25 parts. That's in the description box down below. I also have 25 extra lessons in my community. Speaking of my community, it's 2022. All right, if you had a good 2021 and now it's kind of starting to slow down a little bit, it's time for you to take control of your own investing. I encourage you to check out my community. It's in the description box down below. You're gonna see a link you can click on. It's a 2-week free trial. I don't like being Mr. Salesman, but I also know a quality product and service when I have one. Come check us out. Once you join, you'll get 25 extra lessons. You'll get guided notes to everything that I'm making. You get the plays early, you get the show early, you get a morning newsletter, an evening newsletter, all this great stuff. Only thing you have to lose by not joining now and checking it out is how early you can change your trading and upgrade your trading, right? This is not some call room. It's not some generic like, hey, we have pump and dumps. Ooh. This is where you can take your trading to the next level from a professional educator. I'm trained. I do this I go back to school tomorrow. And with those COVID numbers, it's gonna be fun. So come check us out. That's the description box down below. I appreciate it. Lastly, I have 7,400 subs to each of you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. I ask you now, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds and I'm gonna drop it. I need a like, subscribe, and I need a comment. It helps. I know, I don't like asking for it either. Not much of a beggar kind of guy, but your like, your comment saying I like this video, and your subscription makes a massive difference in this video and my videos being seen by others. So I'm gonna give you 5 seconds, and I would appreciate in return for this video and the hard work that you would at least do that for me. I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's do it. Awesome. With that being said, 8 great plays today. I have some mixed, I have some shorts, I have some longs. It's going to come down to you to do the extra due diligence, but I think these stocks, even if you don't play them, are going to teach you some stuff about what I'm doing. Lastly, real quick, on the screen now is going to be what my charting looks like. Supports, resistances, trend lines, EMA lines, volume profile. You may not know what volume profile is. Check out the description box as well for that. So again, watch the whole video if you like. Nonetheless, check the description box for that kind of good stuff. With that being said, no more time wasted. Let's get in the video. First is AFMD affirmed. This is a really nice looking stock here. It's a great support play. You'll see there's no trend lines. A lot of times I love to have trend lines. You do have some wispiness of a resistance one here. It's not perfect, so I didn't include it. This is definitely a nice horizontal channel play. Right, you have a nice bounce towards $5 to $5.20 and a nice resistance from $7 to $6.90. It bounces back and forth consistently. This is a great spot to be in. I do want it a bit lower. Let's check how long the reversals do take. Look at this. 4 or 5 days. 4 to 5 days. 3 to 4 days. It does take its time on reversal, so I'm not going to rush in here. But AFMD, what we give up in convergence with trend lines and patterns and all that, we get in simplicity. Simple support bounce play. The volume profile line's a great support down here. Sure, the POC, if you watch that video, is gravitational. That's about a 25-30% move to that where our average volume is. It's oversold down here. It's a fantastic one to watch into this week and into next week. Let's check the indicators. What's so cool about this channel, besides me, nerd, is I actually don't use indicators to scan with. We use the MTVV system, like the TV channel plus a V. Indicators show you momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. That's it. You can use them for multiple different things. Entries and exits. You use them for planning accordingly. Use them for goal setting. You're trying to find value, growth, whatever it is. But you cannot rely on indicators like a lot of beginners and a lot of these YouTube folks do. Indicators in simple terms is the icing. The technical analysis is the cake. Yum, 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 yum. So with that being said, I don't know why I did that. With that being said, if you are brand new to trading, you're going to see live what a veteran sees and what they do, and we'll go from there. So you'll learn some great stuff. Let's check it out together. We always start with our trend, which is the EMA lines. The blue one is the 10, the purple one is the 50, and the red one is the 200. We can see the 50 cross is going to be best here. When we cross the 50, we have great movements. See how it's being a resistance currently? Almost perfectly in this time frame, the 360-day 4-hour. Once we cross the 10, great short-term, great day trading opportunities present themselves every time. Great opportunities here. When it crosses the 50, now we're going to be in long-term swing position. Long-term swing. Over the 200, you have a long-term hold here. So again, nothing out of the ordinary. You can play a 10 cross or a 50 cross here and be just fine. RSI, it's fair. It could be lower, but it's fair. That makes sense for consolidating, right? Stochastic is low. No real divergences. If it does reverse soon, and I mean like soon as in like, a few percentages, you will develop a small bullish divergence if it does reverse soon here. But again, if it goes on farther, we're going to lose that. But if it does reverse soon, that's a great sign. No bearish, of course. Again, bulls are low where you want them. Bears are high. AFMD has great fundamentals behind it currently. And again, with technicals, it makes a lot of sense here. I would definitely watch list it in this week. I love what I see. AFMD, watch list it. Next is AVTR, Avanter Inc. Spelling champ of the world. I can definitely read. A amazing trend up. It's an absolute rocket. We played it before. I actually called it over here like a few weeks ago. Absolute rocket. Does the resistance trend match at all what we're seeing? I mean, yeah, you could argue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 great hits. It broke out, so the pattern's going to reform, right? You had a nice ascending triangle, nice channel up. It broke out over here, and so now we're going to see a new pattern soon. What I do see, though, what's been very consistent is these reversals. See how quick they are? Quick. It's very quick. And as we can see, that's a nice little doji right there. I mean, it came down, moved up almost 2.5%. Now it's settling out. Am I going to rush in? No. I'm not Vladimir Putin. What a joke. Get it Russian? If I'm dead, you know why. So this is a really nice looking support play. Old resistances become a support. Plenty of gaps in here that lead to supports as well, like this gap right there. A lot of supports build off of those. Right here, am I rushing in? No. Am I watching it for around $38 and a little, or $39, $38 in this range? Sure, if I see a support being built or some green, like another green here, I could go long here. Again, the reward's not going to be massive. You're not going to be like, hey, look at this, I made 3% in the stock, and you want to go on Wall Street Bets and brag about it. But if you're risking 1% to make 4 or 5, you'll be a winner 20, 30% of the time. At worst, you're still going to be a green trader. I love what I see here. Let's check the indicators together. A 200 bounce is nice. Bounce. It constantly hits it. Important to note, see how on this uptrend over here, it never touched it, and now it broke beneath it and tapped it a bunch of times? That does show you that the trend, which is important, was up, and now we're going horizontal. Now that the trend is more horizontal, you may want to put more emphasis into a support that's strong. So maybe it does see $37. If it does break down here another red day and it goes down 38, I'm waiting to about 37, right? Because the trend is horizontal. So you can put weight into the trend line, but because again, it's horizontal, I'm putting more emphasis into the support play. It's going to hold here or $37. RSI, it's very low. I love that. Stochastic's bottoming out. Vortex is bottoming out. If you trust indicators, which again, you can lean on these a little bit to give you some kind of a prop, a crutch, whatever it is, it's a good spot for reversal. But the TA does show 37 is a great entry, or right here is a great entry. I would wait. The markets are towards the top of their channels here. I'm not rushing in, but this does hold. It could be a fantastic pickup for a good long hold or a good long swing. Overall, AVTR, watch listed. I love what I see. Next is Blink 182 charging. A fantastic looking channel here. It's important to note, Evan, where's the POC? Oh, it's down at $10. Why is that? The majority of the volume is still down here at this area, which implies, it's not a bad thing. It's just implying that until we see a volume node take over the volume at $10 up here, this is going to be a gravitational pull for us to come down farther. So again, it's not the end of the world, but keep in mind, as long as the POC is down there, there's a good chance, a strong chance, if we break here, we're going to see $10. So what's that mean for you? Tight stop loss. If you're swinging it tight, if it's a 10-year entry, You want to hold it? Who cares, right? But this has to have a tight stop loss. We don't have an amazing trend up. It's just a support play. So again, with just a support play and the volume so far down, you have to just have a very tight stop. And again, the lower it gets to $26, the better. If you can get in towards 26 and cut 4 or 5% off of the risk here, it's an exceptional trade. If you buy it over $28 or towards $27.50, it is not an exceptional trade. Even if the hope here is we have a good move to volume, which is going to be about 56%, risking 5% of that is still amazing. But if you can risk 2 or 3% to make 20, 30, 40, or 50%, then we're talking big bucks on risk versus reward. So BLNK, great support play, plenty of hype behind it, but overall, again, you have to be very careful where they play with only support with volume so low beneath it. When it comes to the indicators, a 200 cross is optimal. It's too far away, so we're not going to wait for that. A 50 cross is doable, and a 10 is fine. Again, over the 10, you're going to get nice day trading and longer swing opportunities, like through 2 or 3 days. So it does cross like it just did. Now we're in day trading position. You can put a stop loss at 26.90, 27 here. And if you want to ride this momentum tomorrow for a good 3 or 4%, sure, that's possible. But that 200, that 50 cross here, that purple line is exceptional. See when it's over the 50, how well it does? And when it's below it, how bad it does? When we're over the 50, we have our best moves. See that's being a resistance. If we break over that 50 tomorrow and we hold, then you can go long and have a good old time. So again, buy in a value lower or wait for that 50 cross, in my opinion. RSI, it's fair. It makes sense. We're consolidating. Stochastic, it's fair. That makes sense. We're consolidating. Bulls and bears are tied. That makes sense. We're consolidating. BLNK has been at this price for a fat 2-3 weeks here. It's not budging. So again, great play for a support play, but I have to reiterate, for the play that only has support and the volume is not going to be a support. If you watch the video, it'll help you with that. You have to have a tight stop loss or a plan. And as I talked about before, I tweeted it tonight, if you can accept the risk, it makes these plays much easier because there's a good chance you're going to get stopped out if it really does dip on us, and that's fine. But if you can accept the risk, you'll be at ease when you do get stopped out, or if it doesn't goes according to plan, you know you made the right decision. Gotta be careful. BLNK, watch this, but be very careful. Next is SIG. I called SIG over here. It did exactly what I wanted it to do, and then it didn't break out, but again, value purchase. We're back down here again. You have a great long-term horizontal wedge here. This is a little bit more accurate of the action, but look at this is a great value of 230. Look at folks said this is why wedges work and why trend lines work. Folks said, hey, you know what's a fair price for this? 173, and then said, hey, actually 190, and then said, hey, actually 212, then 217, then 223. So it's saying that folks are willing to buy this asset, this investment, this equity higher, so bulls have power. And what are bears doing? They're selling a bit quicker as well. And again, it's more consistent towards 260, but it's saying that bulls are buying in higher. So when bulls break out and they have a higher high here, it's going to change their trend, and we're going to see some great higher highs. Overall, in a magnificent wedge sideways. Yes, I think we could probably see 1%, maybe 1.5% lower to really maximize risk versus reward. The POC, as I said, is a great support and resistance. Look at all the price action that stops here and just turns around. Right? If we come down to 225, yeah, I'm a bit worried we lost that trend perfectly, but as long as we have a higher low than 223 and you get down this POC, you're really minimizing risk here. Overall, great wedge. It looks fantastic. What we're looking for, before I check the indicators, I want to see if the EMA lines are in the middle of the triangle. If they are, if the EMA lines are going sideways in the middle, that will further show consolidation and further show that we have a triangle on our hands. Let's check. We can zoom in. What are they doing? Oh, all three are directly in the middle of the triangle. Boom. So this is definitely a horizontal triangle. You can play any cross you want. Look at the 10 cross. This is sexual for technical analysis trader. Oh yeah, there goes. Oh yeah, all the way up that bad boy. Look at that. That's really nice. So again, a 10 cross is fine, 50 cross is fine, 200 cross is fine. 50 and 200 too far away. 10 cross is fine, but again, for me, I'm buying off a value which we have here clearly. RSI, it's low. Love it. Stochastic, it's low. Love it. No divergence. It all checks out. And again, low. Love it. Bulls are low, bears are high. This is a value purchase and a consolidation pattern. We're going to go buy low and then sell high. A lot of folks like to buy breakout plays, which this is, at the peak and go for the breakout. Me, as a tenant and believer of risk management. Buying low, selling high is always my starting point. That's why I love to buy low into these triangles and then go long here. I love what I see. CIG, I'd watch this. It looks fantastic. Next is D. D is a really good looking short here. And trust me, I have a lot of history with short Ds. All right. So this is a really, the whole time I was finding the watches, I'm like, yeah, D, I'm going to joke about Ds. This is a really good looking short. Again, this trend's not perfect, but overall it's been very consistent. It doesn't live very well at 81, and then again it's 80, and now it's 79. Bears are saying the fair price has been dipping. And this is a very strong resistance traditionally. There's no volume up here. It gets up here and gets very sporadic. See how quick these movements are? Quick. All these big moves. Compared to over here, it's pretty slow, right? It's pretty chill. Up here, it's very sporadic. There's no volume. This play dropping an easy 5 to 6% seems very valid to me. There's not much supporting trend line, but this resistance one's here. Do I want to buy this at 72? Yeah. At 70? Oh yeah, I'll buy low. I'll buy this bad boy low. But I mean, buying up here makes no sense. If D does break out, great, I was wrong. But I'll risk 2% to see 6. And again, if I could buy, sell high and then buy low and go long here, I would do that. But D, very easy short if you don't believe in the markets at all. With our indicators, a 10 cross under is a great sign of weakness. A cross under the 50 is even better. And we can see what's happening. Look at this. This is important for you guys who are beginners. See this move up? 1 red. All right, so no retractment strength. 2 red. Big red, small, look at this, red, 3 red. That has not happened yet. So 3 red, 2 green, more red, red. There's more red over here than over here. We're losing strength, and now again, under the 50, under the 50, under the 10, under the 10. So once we lose that 50, we're good to definitely short. But down here, it also makes sense. As long as we lose that 10, we're good to short. It's high, it's fair. Bulls are high, bears are low. D here makes a lot of sense to go short on. Can it break out? Sure. Will it? I don't think so. I think that a play this high up makes very little sense to go long. I would short it 3, 4, 5%. I don't short more than 2 or 3 days in a bull market. Yes, it is a bull market, even if you're like, ooh, the Moats is coming and the shorts and the bears. It's a bull market until it's not. Don't short for that long a period, in my opinion. D needs to be in your guys' watch list. Next is GERN. I've called GERN multiple times. It's done just fine for us. I'm calling it again. This is a very strong support area. As you can see, I used to play off of this level. Now we're just a bit lower. And again, this is a very strong support. This is a nice trend line developing. Nice trend line. 4 solid hits. Very consistent resistance trend. It's showing a bit of weakness now. I mean, what do I want to buy here? No. I mean, I want to buy just a bit lower. Give me 3 or 4% discount here. But if we form a support here, I'll be happy. Why is that? Look at all the reversals. Look at this. So, nice consolidation, boom. Nice consolidation, boom. Nice consolidation, boom. Right, both directions here, it goes down. So again, GERN here makes a whole lot of sense for a quick swing. I want to buy towards 120 if possible. But we start to form a support like over here. That's a great sign. Wedge downs, break up. And if we do have a support here, that comes together beautifully. It's a great penny stock if you enjoy pennies. When it comes to our indicators, that 50 is an absolute unit. Look at this. Look how it's stopping all that price action perfectly in this time frame. It's like I do this professionally. The 50 here, very strong. See how we're pressuring it now? What happens whenever we break over it? Oh, big move. Oh, big move. Oh, big move. You want to wait for that 50 cross to make sure? That makes very much sense. Very much makes a lot of sense to me. Idiot. So I think if it does break that, we're good to go. Otherwise, a 10 cross is fine, whatever. RSI, it's fair. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls and bears are tied. This means that as soon as selling stops, the folks are still selling. As soon as selling stops, this thing's going to go boop really quick. So GRN has a lot of kinetic energy just building up here. It's really getting tight. It's going to break up or it's going to break down eventually. I would take the risk versus reward and go long here. GERN, GERN, I'd watch this and I love what I see. Next is Kellogg. I hate them. Kellogg is not a great company. I'm glad that they're going to get shorted here. Die. Actually, aftermarket, they already beat me to it. Damn. So a lot of gaps like to be filled. Will probably come back up. Kellogg's a very easy short here. They're just getting brutalized in the media. No one likes them. They're not doing well as a company. It's coming down. You know, cereal's gross. Just make eggs or something. This is a really nice looking short, in my opinion. Look at, it's the same support but lower highs, but it keeps hitting the $61 area. It's a descending triangle. I wanted to come down easy 4 or 5%. Sure, you can go long at like 61. That's a fine purchase. But right here, Kellogg, fundamentally they're trash. Technically they're trash. Their CEO is trash. I want them to just get beat down. I would definitely short Kellogg here. AFM. When it comes to shorts, again, a 10 cross under is our first sign of weakness, right? First sign of weakness. Whenever cross beat the 10. Under the 10, first sign of weakness. So once we lose that, tomorrow, the next day, easy short from there. 50 cross under, even better. But right here, I was just short because of value. It's super high, love that. Super high, love that. Bulls are tapped out. Kellogg has no strength here. There's no volume above $66. No one buys in here. Everyone sells here. I think for me personally, Kellogg's a very easy short, and morally speaking, I would just love to do it to them. K, watch this it for sure. Last is PLBY. Now again, PLBY, we actually called this gorgeous little trend over here. It went boop for like 40, 50%. What a call by my boy Sheep in the chat. This was a great play. I want to look at it again. The reason is this resistance trend area is starting to kind of break out and get weak. See, the retractment strength is much stronger up here. See how much stronger it is? How much more red there is? Well, now we're seeing more greens, right? So I'm seeing some green stuff here. This trend, absolutely rock solid. This support, absolutely rock solid. Do I want it a bit lower? Yeah, give me what, 2 or 3%? Yeah, 4 or 5% easy. Give me 3, 4, 5% off. Really minimize my risk. Get towards 25 bucks or so. It's a fantastic purchase there. And again, the reversals are very quick. So I mean, I wouldn't rush in here, but you know, if you see like 1 or 2 small green ones here and start to see some life, you get this higher low. That's a huge thing that folks forget, is that we have consistent. What's this? This is a nice move up. Oh, okay, that's a higher low, but then, oh, a lower high. Oh, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Oh, but if we hold here, what's this? This would be a possible higher low, our first sign of reversal. If we get that, I would consider buying in sooner. Until then, buy off a value just a bit lower. I do love what I see, though. When it comes to PLBY, PLBY, a 10 cross is great when it comes to day trading and short-term swing opportunities. You cross the 10, boop, 4-day hold to make 6%. You cross the 10, boop, another 4 or 5-day hold. You cross the 50, you're off to the races. Once you're that 50 big fella and it breaks at 200, you're off to the races. And what are we pressuring right now? We're pressuring that 50. A 10 cross tomorrow, great. 50 cross, even better. I wouldn't wait myself, but both are very valid. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's low. Bulls and Bears are tied here. And again, it's not bad. I think PLBY can see 3% off. All right, if I see that, it's a value purchase. If it goes up a bit more and crosses the 10, play off of that. Stop loss, meet the 10, crosses the 50, long-term hold territory. You made the right decision, kid. I love what I see. PLBY, I would definitely watch this. There you guys have it. I appreciate y'all very much for being here. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your guys' week. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another watch list. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification because I love you so much. We'll see you guys later.